We are going to go ahead and send it over to John Archuleta with your Sunrise What's Trending panel.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. And of course, I'm joined with our Sunrise panel. This morning we have a new member on today. That's a special guest, Johnny Awesome. How you doing?
Good, good.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us. Along with you, we have Martha Guzman.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Jay Walker.
Good morning, John.
Good morning. So you guys are all here. We're all ready to jump into our topics this week. We have some good ones. The first one, of course, has been what's been on a lot of Americans' mind this week, the countdown to sequestration. Now, of course, if sequestration goes into effect, they have until midnight Eastern time tonight, lawmakers do, but they've taken the rest of the week off, so it looks like it's almost inevitable to go into effect. We have layoffs from Border Patrol, FBI, teachers, education, gonna see some cuts. So a lot of people kind of unsure if this is going to happen. They're kind of unsure about their jobs right now. Lots of furloughs going into effect. So my question to you all is, will this be another recipe for a recession? And how do you think Congress can come to an agreement and avoid sequestration, if at all?
Well, I'll start off. I saw the images yesterday of a lot of the legislators leaving D.C. for the weekend, and I was like, are you kidding me? You're just going to give up? I mean, what kind of message does it send to the American people that, well, it's not, it almost seems like, well, it's not going to affect them. So, they don't want to come to the table and make those hard decisions, so they rather just these automatic cuts go into effect. I think it's absolutely the wrong message for our country, at this time when we're just starting to get our confidence back and people are starting to bounce back. It's going to have a devastating trickle-down effect, not only in the United States, but across the country, across the world. So I'm really hoping that, they come to an agreement, fingers crossed, but if not, I've heard that the cuts wouldn't take effect right away, and so hopefully within that time that they would be able to stop the cuts from really truly, trickling down and affecting us.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I'm optimistic. They need to come to the table and make those hard decisions. Regardless, there are going to have to be cuts, but if they can do anything to soften the blow, if you will. I mean, they just owe it to the American people to do something and come to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Johnny?
Yeah, here's another example of Democrats and Republicans not being able to come together and work for a good policy. This was a bad policy put in like 2011, I think it was, and where they couldn't come to an agreement then, and they were thought like maybe in the future we'll get a whole lot smarter and put it off to 2013 because evolution works and we'll be smarter creatures by then. But here it is, time's up, it's D-Day, and they didn't come up with a better policy. The president couldn't come with that leadership to bring them two together. And we're going to have to suffer the consequences, especially in a town like Yuma. That's all they taught because we got Border Patrol, we got the MCIS, we got YPG, so everybody's talking about it's going to affect us one way or another. Yeah,
and they're saying that a lot of military planes are going to be grounded. We just got the F-35. I mean, so that's huge for us here in Yuma, especially. Now, Jay, I want to get your thoughts on this as well.
Well, the bottom line is Johnny's right. It's just, and I'm not picking on Obama here. I don't want to make that, but whoever was in that seat at that point, our president isn't getting us together, isn't doing, in my opinion, his job to make sure. What do you mean there's people getting in cars and going home for their vacation or whatever? No, you get your butt back in your chair and let's get our work done. I know I don't get to leave early. I don't get it just when the restaurant's full of people. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna leave. I got. No, we need to get together and make this country back to being what we are, and that's working hard and working for our people, not working for their laziness.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have to see if these lawmakers can come together. Of course, their differences are always driving them to these deadlines, and then it seems like an hour before, minutes before, they come up with agreements. So we'll have to wait and see.
I don't think they want to come together.
No.
They want to leave and just make it happen.
Sadly, they need to put the American people back into their first focus. But coming up next on What's Trending, we're going to be talking about a little bit of a lighter note right here. We're going to be talking about the 2013 fashion choices at the Oscars, and we'll have a game we're going to be playing called Like It or Hate It. So stay tuned for that. But first, here's what's coming up on today. Welcome back, everyone, to What's Trending, and we are going to go ahead and jump into our next topic right now. It's this little young rapper by the name of Lil Poopy. Yeah, he is making headlines all this week for his racy lyrics, and there's one of his videos right there. You can see it's pretty racy. He's only 9 years old. He's rapping about cars. He's rapping about money. You know, he's kind of just, a lot of people giving him some flack about this, but you guys have heard the video. I sent it to you guys last night in an email. I want to know, after watching the video, after listening to the lyrics, one of the lyrics that really made people angry was, "Coke ain't a bad word." Of course, he's referring to Coca-Cola in the song.
Yes.
So I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. I mean, are his lyrics too racy? And should his parents be held responsible for any consequences that may come out of this?
Wow. Lil Poopy should be more like Lil Crappy because I understand he's only 9 years old, John, but he's really bad. I mean, I just think he sounds horrible.
You think he's sending the wrong message out to you?
Absolutely sending the wrong message. And what's worse is at 9 years old, he doesn't know that he's sending the wrong message. Mom and dad, they know, and all they're worried about is what's in their pockets. That little kid's gonna make them millionaires, and that's all they care about. They obviously don't care about him. They don't care about what message he's sending out to the world. They're just saying, our baby's gonna be a star and make us millionaires and put us in a new home. And those parents are, well, they're crappy too.
Yeah. I got to disagree with Jay a little bit. He's actually kind of talented for 9 years old. Some of the lyrics were pretty good. I don't think he writes any of it. Obviously, it's maybe his parents or something, but it's a little, you know, inappropriate, but that's the culture of hip hop. So he's just seeing what other people are doing and he's emulating it. But he did say, you know, he gets paid because he has good grades. So there is some kind of a positive message in there. So
I was going to say, you have a son. Would you let him listen to him?
Oh, yeah. I let my son listen to him. I checked out other videos and other songs of his, and none of them are bad. But it's the day and age where YouTube is where people get discovered. And that's what he's trying to do. He has good production quality. And even went to Twitter to diss Justin Bieber, another guy that was discovered on YouTube.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to make a name for himself right now.
Yeah. He could be the next Lil Bow Wow. Who knows?
Could be.
Martha?
I have to say I found it very disturbing. I'm with Jay. I think that the parents are trying to exploit this child and sending the wrong message. You know, in terms of the lyrics, you know, I don't think that he writes them. You know, it seemed like a little bit above his vocabulary at 9 years old. But what I found really disturbing too was the sexually suggestive poses and, you know, the slapping on the women's behind and just the women behind him at 9 years old. Really, you know, should you be kind of giving off that message? And then, you know, the cars, the money. I mean, that's kind of all part of that lifestyle, and you're showing your child that that's what you want for them, you know? I found it disturbing. I think the parents are just trying to exploit him. I didn't really think he was that great. I'm sure in time he's going to continue to get better, but I wouldn't buy his music and I wouldn't allow my child to
But here's the thing, I think, though. What's the difference between a kid doing this, which is obviously an act, versus a kid in the movies doing the same thing? There's a lot of that's in movies these days where kids are saying, you know, the cuss words and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't see the difference. They're both an act. The kid's obviously not driving around those cars. He doesn't have that kind of money, so it's just an act.
Yeah.
Just like
right.
somebody in the movies.
So Johnny.
Parenting.
So Johnny, can we be here? Are we going to be hearing Lil Poopy playing that Derailed anytime
No,
soon?
not at all. He's not that good.
Not Lil Poopy, okay.
He uses other people's instrumentals, so.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, of course, there's an investigation going on now into his parents on allegations of child abuse. So
That's
of
ridiculous
course, we're
in
gonna
itself.
we're gonna be checking that out. But his attorneys are saying that he has a right to freedom of speech, and so they're gonna let Lil Poopy keep doing his thing for now. So I'm sure we'll keep
Little
monitoring
Poopy.
this.
Send
All
him
right.
diapers.
We will send him diapers. All right. Well, we want to get to our Oscar fashion that we're gonna talk about. This is a game where we're gonna say whether we like it or hate it. So
I'm excited.
We got some pictures coming up right here. So let's pull some of those up right now. Jennifer Aniston, what do you guys think of what she's wearing?
She can be wrapped in a burlap bag and look good.
All right, so
oh,
you
wow.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
Martha?
I thought she looked beautiful at the Oscars.
Johnny?
She looks great, as
Okay,
always,
I'm going to
yeah.
disagree with all you guys. I
Wow.
think that she's
How dare
getting
you.
ready for her senior prom. Maybe she missed it. It's too poofy. She's too old to be wearing something like
You say
that.
it's too poopy?
Too poofy.
John, tell
We're
us
done
how
with
you really
Lil
feel.
Poopy. Yes.
John is way too good at this.
Poofy.
No, I think you've been practicing this, John. We're looking at this for the first time.
Okay.
Next.
Okay, next. I'm going to get it.
All right, this is Renee Zellweger.
Horrible, she disgusts me.
All right.
I think from her facial expression to her outfit, I mean, just wrong. I don't know, maybe it's too much Botox, and then the outfit just not flattering.
Not happening.
If you didn't have to look at her face, I think it looks pretty good.
You know what? I think
looks like
she
a
looks like
mermaid.
she's stuck in 1996 with that dress, and it bunches up in places where it shouldn't be, you know, so...
She didn't wear the Spanx.
I feel,
Bunches up.
yeah, I think she forgot her Spanx.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel
bunches,
really
Jay.
bad for her, but
She's showing off her body.
she
I
looks
think she
great,
looks-
you know? I
yeah.
mean, normally she looks great, but this didn't do it for her. All right,
Not
next.
happening.
Oh, Adele. Okay, so you guys harped on her for her dress at the Grammys. Said she redeemed herself at the Oscars.
You know, she just, you know, Adele's a beautiful woman, and she just had a baby. I think the one that she had before was too busy, and I like the black on her.
Yeah.
It's more fitting.
I think she looks beautiful. I like it.
I think she's just trying to continue to use more of her maternity clothes that she didn't get to use when she was.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
I'll give her a break.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say she looks good.
She looks gorgeous.
Good. Black is good
Sorry,
on her.
Jay,
so.
you're alone on this one.
Whatever.
Next. Oh, Halle Berry. Like it or hate it?
Are the stripes going the right way?
I don't think so. That's the right way, I guess, if you want to look thin, but I don't like it.
Well, I guess she was going with this because she was going for that Bond girl look,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
John
bit
Versace designed
more.
it for her just because she was presenting the Bond movies.
Yeah.
But you know, she looks good in anything, but it's not one of my favorite.
All right,
on
Looks
her.
a little.
To me, it looks like the prison jumpsuit that Lil Poopy will be wearing in 10 years.
Wow. All right, well, I like
Jay
it.
tells
I
it
think
like
she
it
pulled
is.
it off. I think she's the only one who could pull that off, so go Halle Berry. All right, next. Okay, Anne Hathaway. Yeah, this is...
It's like, can you see it?
I can't really see it on the screen.
There's
She's
not a lot of
radiating.
contrast
You guys
between
thought-
her pale skin and
Yeah.
the pale color of the pink. I think she needed to maybe wear something that kind of brought out her color skin a little bit better. I just think it's not very flattering. She's a beautiful girl. I
Right.
don't think this color is good on her.
They don't have tanning salons in LA?
Apparently not. She forgot her spray tan.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't even think she's beautiful.
I don't like the make of it, especially around the breast area. It looks like she's cold, and that's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
All right, next.
Cold.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Naomi Watts.
I dig it.
I love it.
She's hot.
Yes, this was
That's hot right
actually
there.
my favorite of the
Yeah.
whole award show. Very futuristic, very classy, very elegant. She looks amazing. You guys?
I think she looks good.
All right, next. All right, Charlize Theron.
Could go either way for me.
Oh, no, that's straight up hot and good.
All right, Martha.
I didn't like it.
No, okay, yeah, I didn't really
Jeez.
care for it either. Next. Oh, Jennifer Lawrence, she won. And
Oh.
you know what? I think she's young. She could pull off the poof, unlike Jennifer Aniston. I loved it.
Yeah, she
I
looks
was wondering
great.
what wedding she's
And
going
she
to.
fell. She fell in it, but she picked herself
She fell?
up. Looked
Yeah,
like-
she
She
tripped.
tripped over it, poor thing.
She was cute though.
Yeah.
She
All
was
right.
trying to catch the...
It looks like a prom
fast.
dress, but she is young, and it looks
Yeah.
good on her.
One more we have. All right, we got Kerry Washington. What do you guys think of this?
I don't like the color. It matches the carpet.
I actually do like the color. I think it looks great
I
on
think
her.
she looks beautiful.
She looks good.
All right, so that's all we have for our Oscars fashion sound off.
This was
But
fun.
hopefully you guys liked it at home. If you want to sound off, you can do it on our Facebook at KYMA TV. Give us your thoughts. Tell us who was your favorite at the Oscars. We would love to hear. And we want to thank our Sunrise panel this week. You guys were really cool and awesome. Johnny
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you for joining us this week as our special panelists. And of course, be sure to tune in next week for What's Trending. We're going to send us a break now.